I knew very well the man who fainted from heat stroke in front of me was the crown prince. If I saved him, I could live a life of wealth and luxury, but I chose to stand by and do nothing. Then my stingy best friend actually spent $500 on a bottle of mineral water and rushed over to cool him down. Seeing this, I instantly realized she had been reborn just like me. In our previous life, both of us got scores high enough for Oxford, but with limited spots, only one of us could get in. On our way to submit our applications, I saw a man who had collapsed from the heat. Without thinking, I stopped to help him, but my best friend used that chance to ditch me and went to the school alone. Because I lost time helping him, I missed the application deadline and lost my chance at Oxford. She successfully applied and proudly waved her admission letter in front of me, but before she could finish bragging, the man I saved returned in a luxury car, kneeled before me and proposed in public. It was then that everyone realized he was the crown prince. Faced with his heartfelt proposal, I nodded and accepted. From that moment on, I became the rich socialite everyone envied. While my friend got into Oxford, she still ended up as an ordinary employee after graduation, working hard every day to make ends meet, watching me marry into wealth, living the life she always dreamed of, especially at my wedding. The crown prince even transferred shares worth billions to me. She was filled with jealousy, but didn't know everything he did for me was part of a carefully planned trap, and she was so blinded by envy, she never noticed anything wrong. In the end, she grabbed the dinner knife at my wedding and stabbed me to death as I fell to the ground. The crown prince went into a rage and grabbed the blackened bracelet from my wrist. His plan was only one step away from success, but she ruined everything. Burning with fury, he killed her on the spot. The moment she hit the ground, everything around us began to rewind at lightning speed. When I opened my eyes again, it was the day the crown prince fainted from heat stroke. Before I could react, my best friend had already bought water and rushed over to help him, then turned to me and said, "Go to school and submit your application. Don't get in the way here." At that moment I knew for sure she had been reborn too, so I turned and went to the school, successfully submitted my application, and got into Oxford. On the day I received my admission letter, the school invited reporters to interview me, to capture the proud moments of the top scorer. But then, my best friend showed up in a fancy gown. Everyone was confused. It was clearly my day, yet she came to steal the spotlight. She even assumed the reporters were here for her, and boldly declared that even if I got into college, I'd still end up working as her maid after graduation. Hearing this, everyone stood up for me. Some even called the principal to deal with her, but only I knew she was acting so arrogant because the crown prince would propose to her today. But I wasn't jealous at all, because soon she would have nothing to be happy about. Even the teachers couldn't stand her behavior and tried to persuade her to leave, but she pushed the teacher away and yelled at them to get lost. The principal arrived and scolded her, telling her to stop causing trouble. Unexpectedly, she announced she was dropping out, said she wasn't a student here, and no one could control her. The principal finally lost his temper and ordered the security guards to drag her out, but she slapped the guard, then proudly declared the crown prince was about to propose to her, and she would soon be a rich heiress. No one would dare touch her. Hearing this, the students started whispering, thinking she was just dreaming. After all, in their eyes, the wealthy care about social status. How could a poor girl like her marry into a powerful family? To prove she was worthy, she started showing off everything she wore, claiming each item was custom made by masters, from her bracelet to her shoes.